Hey, what's going on, fellow money lovers? Let's talk about the 15 most valuable Washington quarters. Washington quarters are easy to find, they're easy to come across in your change, and you probably see a ton of them. So let's talk about ones that are mainly post-1950s, all the way through current, that you can actually come across pretty readily. And if you're lucky enough, you'll find one that's in high condition and can be worth thousands of dollars. So let's start at number 15. With the 1983D Washington Modern Quarter, and this one in MS-67 sold for $1,410. In 1983, the Denver Mint struck this Washington Quarter. It was later graded MS-67 by PCGS, but like other quarters from 1982, the value of 1983 specimens is enhanced by the absence of a special mint set that year. That makes good quality coins super rare and highly collectible. There are thought to be just 13 coins of equal quality in existence, so MS-67, with no finer examples found as of yet, but you could be that lucky person that brings that one to auction. This one had an extra appeal because it was presented in a special holder with a green label that celebrated the 30th anniversary of PCGS. So this added a few $100s to the ending auction price, which was realized in September 2016 at $1,410. At number 14, the 1969S Washington Quarter. Now this one's graded by PCGS as PR69 and also sold for $1,400. This modern quarter dates from 1969 and is in almost perfect condition, graded Proof 69 by PCGS. It's also classified as a deep cameo. As a proof coin, though, it will almost certainly have been bought by a collector in the first place, previous to being graded. And that means that coins like this will have been stored carefully, and they're usually in pristine condition. As a result, there's only 45 of these coins known to exist at the same grade, and that, of course, locks in a good price. This great coin was sold at auction in 2013 and made just over $1,400. At number 13 is the 1985P Washington Quarter with multiple struck obverse die cap. This is an MS-68 by NGC and sold for $1,500 at auction way back in 2005, and then again for almost $5,000 in 2020. This coin looks quite different than others on this list, and it's the subject of a fairly spectacular error at the Philadelphia Mint, being a multi-struck coin. When it was first struck, the coin somehow became struck against the die used for the obverse side. The result was a heavy lip on the right side of the coin, with at least 4 different strikes visible. Errors like this are highly collectible, of course, for their extreme rarity, and this coin, like I said, sold for just about $1,500. Later on, it saw auction again and sold for close to $3,000 a few years later. At number 12, the 1985P Washington Quarter graded MS-67 from PCGS. This 1985 coin, minted in Philadelphia, has a grade of MS-67 by PCGS, and that's the highest known grading for a modern quarter from that year. There are only 6 coins in total that have that designation, so they're really, really rare. It was expected to fetch between $700 and $800 back in 2017, but the coin actually sold for over $1,600, including the buyer's premium. At number 11, the 1981S Washington Quarter Type 2. Now this one is a PR70 deep cameo and sold for nearly $3,000. 1981 saw the San Francisco Mint produce 2 distinct types of modern quarter. Type 2 coins had a more bulbous mint mark, and they're considerably rarer than Type 1 coins. This example is a Type 2, and it's in absolutely top quality, graded Proof 70, and deep cameo by PCGS. It's impossible to improve on that standard. Even so, the sale price of just $2,800 doesn't seem to be adequate for this coin and is definitely not the highest one on the list. That's because there are other coins that also achieve the same standard. 23 are known to exist, rated 70 and deep cameo, which keeps prices a little more modest for this year of coin. At number 10, the 1965 Washington quarter graded SP68 Cameo from PCGS. This Washington quarter was minted in '65 as part of a special mint series. That gives it the designation SP in the PCGS's certification system. It was given a quality rating of 68 and a designation of Cameo. Because these were proof coins struck for collectors, most have survived in extremely good condition, but cameos are still difficult to find. Like deep cameos, cameos have frosting on the raised surfaces and clean, shiny grounds, but the level of contrast isn't quite as great as a deep cameo. There are only 3 MS68 cameos known to exist for 65. This one came up in 2018 at auction and sold for $2,640. At number 9, the 1970S Washington quarter graded PR69 Deep Cameo from PCGS. Now this coin sold for $2,800. It's a stunning coin and almost perfect. It dates from 1970 and was minted in San Francisco. Again, it's graded Proof 69 by PCGS and has a Deep Cameo designation. Not surprisingly, coins of this quality are just not easy to come by. There are just 31 of them known from this year, so although it's not the smallest amount of examples for a year, it's still a very rare and unique coin. This was sold in Houston, Texas in 2007 for $2,760, but was later sold in 2015 for well over $4,000. At number 8, the 1986 P Washington quarter graded MS67 by PCGS. Over 550 million of these were minted in 1986, so finding one is not that crazy to happen. But this example, minted in Philadelphia, is one such example of an extremely high quality version of this coin. It was graded MS67 by PCGS, and that made it one of only 10 that have that quality known to exist. It also claimed the joint top spot for quality, so there's no coins graded higher and have ever been found in circulation since. This was sold in 2019 and fell just short of $2,900. At number 7, the 1968S Washington quarter PCGS PR69 Deep Cameo. This coin sold for just around $2,900. This 1968 Washington quarter bears an S, indicating that it was minted in San Francisco. It's another Deep Cameo designation, and it's an absolutely beautiful coin, graded PR69. Now, although it's a relatively recent proof edition, numbers of this coin are extremely low. 23 PR69 Deep Cameos are even known to exist. Heritage Auctions sold this coin for $2,875 in 2007. This coin saw auction again in 2018 and sold for just around $1,000 more. At number 6, the 1966 Washington quarter graded PCGS MS67 Deep Cameo. This 66 quarter is Deep Cameo, making it rare and super collectible. It was graded MS67 by PCGS. It was said to have a champagne rose color on both sides. It wasn't the very best specimen known to exist, but it was the next best thing, one of 2 MS67 Deep Cameos known to even exist. It sold in 2006 for $3,800, and then again in 2017 for $5,200. At number 5, the 1982 Washington quarter graded PCGS MS68. 1982 and 83 are really interesting years for collectors of modern quarters. That's because the US Mint didn't produce any of their uncirculated mint sets those years, and that makes finding the best quality examples even more challenging. So you'll want to keep an eye out for 1982 and 1983 Washington quarters when you're looking through pocket change. Even Mint State 67 examples from these years are super rare, but this 1982 Washington quarter was graded MS68 by PCGS, making it the best quality specimen known to exist. Nothing better has been found since. This was sold back in 2015 for $4,242 and is said to maybe come up on the auction block again in 2024. At number 4, the 1967 SMS quarter PCGS SP68 Deep Cameo. This modern quarter was produced in '67 as part of a special mint set, or SMS, and it's another coin to gain the prestigious Deep Cameo designation. Now this is graded SP68 by PCGS, making it a superb gem coin. There are only 4 coins of this quality from this year, and none finer are known to exist and have been found since. Collectors definitely wanted to get their hands on this coin or any like it. It was auctioned in January 2017 by Heritage and sold for $4,500. At number 3, the 1971S Washington Quarter graded PCGS PR69 Deep Cameo. Now we're really getting up there in price. The S after the date in the description of this 1971 indicates it's from San Francisco, of course. It's graded PR69 by PCGS, which means, of course, it's a proof coin. This one was specially and carefully struck using a hand-finished die. Each proof coin is struck 6 times at the lowest possible speed and pressure, and the die is cleaned before and after each strike. That makes it much more time-consuming to process these coins. It takes about an hour to produce just 50 proofs. In that same time, the mint would make around 3,000 standard coins, known as bullion. Proof coins are usually offered as commemorative editions for collectors. This example was given the designation Deep Cameo by PCGS. It's an absolutely beautiful coin, and it sold for $7,475 at auction. At number 2, the 1965 Washington Quarter graded PCGS MS67 Plus. It is given the designation and classification Gem BU, which means Gem Brilliant Uncirculated. It was one of only 10 coins from that year to exist in such excellent quality, and nothing has been found better than this coin since. It also achieved a record auction price, because no better example has ever been found, of course. It came up for sale in a Stax Bowers auction in 2005 for $12,500. At number 1, the 1964D Washington Quarter graded PCGS MS68. Now this one's the most expensive on our list today. This modern quarter dates from 1964. This one holds a grade of MS68 from PCGS, or Professional Coin Grading Service. The MS means that it is in mint state. In other words, it hasn't been circulated at all, and is as fresh as the day it was made. The number 68 refers to its condition. Gradings go up to 70, of course, and the higher the number, the better the condition of the coin. 68 is therefore a very excellent quality to the coin, but not perfect. It means there are only the smallest weaknesses in the strike itself, and the tiniest, barely visible imperfections. Now the D, of course, signifies the mint, which is the Denver Mint. It was one of over 700 million of these quarters that were minted that year. But what makes this one special is, of course, its condition. At MS68, it's what's known to collectors as a superb gem coin, and no better quality examples are known to exist for this coin. So for collectors looking to complete a set of modern quarters, one from each year, it's super special. And when it came to auction in March of 2021, so not very long ago, there was plenty of competition, with over 50 bids on this coin, ending at a sales price of $38,400. This concludes our list of the 15 most valuable modern quarters. Now, of course, these are ones that are graded in an extremely high grade, but it doesn't mean that you can't find a quality condition in one of these years of these quarters in your pocket change or while coin roll hunting. So get out there, look through your change, grab up some coin rolls from the bank, and see if you can find one in even similar condition or mid-grade condition and still sell it for way over the face value of 25 cents.